Hey Soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at two big things that you can expect in the next month. Can't wait to get into your reading. If you prefer to pick your pile or piles using your zodiac signs, you will find a timestamp to that down in the description box. Otherwise, you can either pick your pile using the Knight of Wands on top of each deck, the deck that we will be using in your reading, or you can of course pick your pile using your zodiac signs. If this is your preferred method, let me introduce your crystals to you. For pile number 1, you have the Goldstone, for pile number 2, you have the yellow Citrine, and for pile number 3, you have the white Agate. So take a look at which one of these 3 crystals or 3 piles you're the most drawn to, and this will be the pile for you here today. As I always encourage you, in case you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe you even feel drawn to all of the piles today, you know, there's no such thing as too little or too many. You might just be getting to know more things, more big things that are supposed to happen to you next month. And as always, when you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Pick your pile, and I will see you in your reading. In a moment, I will be assigning different zodiac signs to each pile. And so if this is something that you do not prefer, please pause the video and take as much time as you need. But if you prefer to pick your pile or piles using your zodiac signs, then as you know, my dear soul family, this part of the introduction was created specifically for you guys. And in a moment after the shuffling, I will be drawing out 4 signs for each pile. All right, let's go ahead and pull out the signs. For pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4, the signs are Libra, Gemini, Aries, as well as Cancer. For pile number 2, the signs are Pisces, Scorpio, Sagittarius, as well as Capricorn. And for pile number 3, the signs, of course, are Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, and Virgo. So, my dear soul family, these are the zodiac signs and their association to each of the piles in today's reading. As always, please feel free to pick your pile or piles using your sun, moon, or rising. I highly recommend you check out the 3. Alternatively, if you feel like you prefer to pick your pile or piles using other placements in your chart, like your Venus, your Mars, this is really all up to you. The way that you do it is the right way for you. These are just different ways to make it more enjoyable and easier to pick your pile. Once you're ready, you will find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number one. Welcome to your reading. Today, we're taking a look at two big things that you can expect next month. Can't wait to get into your reading. Very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the Goldstone, and this is the Osho Zen deck. If you're interested, by the way, in any of the decks that I use, you will find that I always list them down in the description box. And of course, if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Libra, Gemini, Aries, and Cancer. Welcome to your reading, guys. If these are not your zodiac signs, as I always remind you, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. All right, so all of your cards are ready. We will be creating 2 rows in today's reading to check each one of these 2 big things individually. All right, so let's keep your beautiful crystal there. And I believe, let's do it the other way around. Your tarot deck is shuffled as well. Okay, so let's pull out the cards for the first big thing that you can expect next month. So I feel like this one is sliding out, so I'm gonna actually take that one. You have, so the first card is sad news. The second card is the Berkana rune. Awesome. The Berkana rune has to do with fertility. So perhaps this is, we'll check the whole row, but the first initial reaction that I'm getting is perhaps what seems to be sad turns out to be the very creation of something awesome. And there's no way that you're not going to get something great out of what may seem like bad news. Because, you know, the Berkana deals with the yew tree, if I'm not mistaken. Is it the yew tree that is so fertile to the ground? I'm going to check that. But as I've been reading about the Berkana rune, the yew tree is so fertile that even when the forest burns, the ashes of the yew tree itself makes the soil even more fertile and allowing for the forest to prosper. Now, I don't want to give you any wrong information, so let me check what type of tree is associated with the Berkana rune, and I'll be back. I'm so sorry. It's not the yew tree. It's the birch tree. So, yeah, so you can see that there's no way that whatever news is there, that it's not going to turn into something super. It's a new beginning that will give you so much blessings and something that will grow in great numbers with the rabbit here. So let's continue to check the rest of your cards. You've got enemy. Okay, so I'm feeling like your enemy takes a jab at you or tries to take something from you. Initially, it looks like it's bad, but it turns to your favor. You know, now as the cards are coming together, what this is reminding me of, like, for example, you have, I don't know, you have a colleague who is trying desperately to take a benefit from you. So they take a jab at you, they tell your manager that, hey, did you see pile number one? They've done this wrong and they've done this wrong. And now they're not, I don't believe they're responsible to take on this role for the company. They're harming it. Your manager speaks to you and you tell them, no, this client actually asked me not to be there, and I've done the extra work to keep them informed and to do what pleases them, to continue to be our client. And so your manager assesses that jumping into conclusions this way is not a wise trait for someone to take on a role like that. So let's say because of that, your manager promotes you to that role that has been promised, and not your, so to speak, enemy. So that's a type of energy I'm seeing, like an enemy or someone that you don't like or a situation that you don't like tries to harm you. Initially, it might feel bad, but it turns into a great and prosperous new beginning. You've got family room. You know, the family room is a safe room, right? It's the place where we feel comfortable, safe, entertained, the room where we all connect together. So it is definitely a confirmation here that whatever happens in the next month, whatever that jab is, whatever that move that enemy makes, whatever that enemy is to you, could be a situation that you don't want to happen. It instantly turns into something safe and prosperous. Okay, so let's get more information using your tarot cards. Right off the bat, you've got the Star card with silence. I'm already feeling like you're getting stay silent, like stay calm, silence within. It doesn't mean don't take any actions outside, but really stay calm within. The Star card is associated with healing, and it's associated with guiding, but most importantly, it's associated with major dreams coming true. So it's definitely showing it's a time where you want to be calm, because the initial news might not, you may not like the initial news, but it will soon heal, and it will guide you to take the right action. You will be guided to take the right actions. You will just find that you'll have the calmness and the wisdom to take the right action, and right off the bat, you will find yourself right away moving and achieving the things that you actually wanted. This is the type of energy where it might look like it's not good at all, but turns out to be your jackpot. It turns out to be the luckiest thing that ever happens. You know, these unfortunate things that happen in our lives, and we say, we were so lucky that I was so lucky I missed that bus. I got to meet this person who helped me get this job, and I met my future spouse through this, and we traveled together, and my whole life changed because I missed that bus. It's that type of energy. You've got the Five of Pentacles with the Outsider. Yeah, exactly. You have the Ace of Pentacles with Maturity. The Two of Cups with Friendliness. Do we have space for one more card? I think we do. If I actually move this there, we do. Let's take out one more card. It's just a feeling. All right. And you have, wow, the Judgment card with Beyond Illusion. Okay. So the Five of Pentacles here shows that previous to this news, or maybe during this news, you will feel like for a moment you are being kept out of something. But that's absolutely not true. You can see the art in the Five of Pentacles here. The lock is not closed. You see that? And so you might think you're locked out of something, but really it is the door opening up to a new beginning with the Ace of Pentacles. When you understand, because there's an emphasis on the head here, when you understand the full picture of what happened there, you will feel like the most blessed person in the world. You can see it with the Two of Cups and the Judgment card. The way, who you are, your situation, also your thoughts about it will rise. There's a huge transformation happening to you next month, or for you next month. And it's there to bring harmony in your life with the Two of Cups. And you can see the dichotomy of energies. right away. You can see enemy here, but friendliness there, giving us the understanding that initially you might feel like it's bad news, you might feel like it's going against you, but you will very quickly realize and understand that if you take it calmly and not suffer as this is happening, if you take it calmly and deal with the situation calmly, you will very quickly realize that it's going full circle and working for you. It is there to harmonize a difficulty in your life. It is there to for an upgrade, to help you get access to something that you currently don't have access to. Now, it's a bit vague, so let's try to get more information on what it is that you feel you don't have access to, or yeah. So it's the Page of Swords with Mind and the Queen of Wands with Sharing. It's something that you're starting to feel like it's otherworldly, because this is the mummy, and the mummy is associated with, they mummify the kings because the ancient Egyptians believed so much in life that they believed they would continue living, which we all do, of course, after they died. So much so that they mummified their kings. They put the wealth and the food so that they would continue living. And so this is where I'm getting the idea of otherworldly. At the moment, with the plumes coming out of the chimney, I feel there is disturbance in the mind. At the moment, I feel like you're starting to get frustrated, maybe. You're feeling like what you want, what you don't have access to, could be a little bit otherworldly. But really, with the Queen of Wands, it's absolutely there for you to enjoy. It's there for you to have an abundance of. And you've got the Berkana rune. This is the month that you will finally get access to that energy, where you will no longer feel like an outsider, that it's very hard to access, that it's not easy for you to get. It won't feel otherworldly anymore in the next month. You will feel like you finally gotten access to it, and you're getting it in abundance. You're not going to feel sad over it any longer. Although initially, you might feel like it's gone from bad to a little bit worse, crying over it for a short span of time, little bit of time, only to realize that this just fueled the growth towards the very thing that you wanted. And so, as a summary, what initially you're going to think is your enemy will become your biggest collaborator and friend, silently and calmly pushing you out, guiding you out that situation that you felt was not going to happen. Like, imagine you were saving for a new car, for example. Your car keeps breaking down. It's not working for you as you try to go to work. It's taking so much out of your savings because you have to fix it every month, and you're really frustrated. And the more you save for this car, the more it's taking money out of your savings to fix it. And as if all of this wasn't enough, bam! Someone hits your car and you're crying and you're like, why is the universe making this so hard on me? It was already hard. Now I have to lose my car. What am I going to do about this? You speak to your insurance and you didn't know that part of your insurance package, or maybe because you've been careful with your car, I don't know. Your insurance, for example, says, oh, it's your right because you didn't do anything wrong, because this reason and the other, we are going to get you a new car, the latest model of this model. And suddenly things brighten up. You don't have to save for your new car. It's like a bad thing, or you felt a bad thing happened only to fix something awesome in your life that you really wanted at this stage of your life. Maybe it wasn't meant to happen the hard way. Maybe it was just meant to happen the easy way. And this is exactly what I see as the first big thing that you can expect to happen in the next month. I wish you all the best of luck with that, my dear pile number 1. Okay, so that's the first thing that I see. Let's now take a look at the second thing that you can expect to happen. The second big thing that you can expect to happen next month. Let's move this a little bit. So you have bereavement, and you also have the card, the Fehu rune. You keep getting this combination. It's unbelievable. The Fehu rune, I believe, is like, if not the most positive rune, because it's associated with blessings, fortune, wealth, abundance, gain, I don't know, money, you know. So it's really weird. You again get that energy. Let's create space. You again get that energy of feeling an initial feel of loss, of sadness, of something dear initially, only to realize that it's leading to great abundance, to great wealth. Did you see the energy that keeps repeating itself? And at this point, I don't know, perhaps for this pile, maybe it's just one thing that's going to happen next month that we're going to get more information about now. Or maybe it's that one thing that leads to two big things happening in your life, because that can't be a coincidence here. It's awesome how the cards, no matter how we change it, keeps giving us the energy that one's meant to hear. Okay, so you have service. Okay. You can see someone honoring their job, doing it with heart and kindness. You've got bad health. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards. So you've got the 6 of Pentacles with compromise. You know, the 6 of Pentacles is balance. It reminds me in that case of yin and yang. Something happens and another thing, great thing happens that balances out. It's also a card of great generosity. So seeing these twins, it reminds me, as mentioned with the yin and the yang, it reminds me of initially feeling like you are losing something important to you, only to feel like you've gained something generously, balancing that energy out and not going through the suffering at all. It's exactly as the example of the car, really, of losing that car which was so important to you, only to realize that you really haven't lost it. Your insurance is giving you a totally new, different one, which was your goal all along. So that's the type of exact energy I keep getting for you. You've got the 6, again, another 6, the 6 of Swords with burden, and you can see something initially feeling heavy, but you can see the guidance here. Do you see? The alertness, the guidance, your guides right away, the guidance showing you how to transition out of it instantaneously. You have the 7 of Pentacles with patience. The King of Pentacles with abundance, the sharing, the abundance. You see the type of cards that keep popping up for you. Generosity, abundance, abundance. I can't believe it enough now for you. There is something that you will initially think is your enemy, only to turn out to be your greatest friend and transform your whole life, leveling up in your life. It cannot be anything really but that. And finally, you have the 7 of Swords with politics. You see, it's tricky, but it's going to help you escape, because the 7 of Swords is a card of escape. It's helping you escape something that you have been patiently trying to escape anyway. But it's taking you much quicker to abundance. You can see that figure smiling here. So initially it's going to give one face. It might look to you like one energy, only to help you escape and realize it's a totally different energy. This is something that's not going to take time. The way you're going through it is what's going to take time. And so over night and day, your abundance shall rise. And so you can really see that with the service card, this is an energy that is genuinely here to serve you and not to take away from you. You're getting the guidance of take good care of yourself. Because we've seen with the star card, the idea of silence, of taking it slowly. Let's see what this card is saying. Let's pull out some cards and see exactly what it's saying. Exactly, breakthrough. Breakthrough. In this deck, yes, this is the judgment card, because the strength card is 8 with the courage in this deck. All right, so this is the justice card. It will come into balance. You see, the justice is balance. Things will come into balance and you will break through from this situation. So please don't worry about it. And you've got the King of Wands with Creator. This is like, the King of Wands is full throttle power, full power. And it's the opposite of bad health. So first of all, of course, it's the guidance of stay in balance and don't let it affect your health. This temporary news that you might hear, it's really not here to harm you. It is here to put you on track. And I feel like this is fated for you, because this always reminds me of the Akashic records. And so something seems to be fated for you, especially that you've got the Justice card here. This is really helping you break through from the situation that you've been very patient in for quite a while. And so, yeah, I feel like don't let it affect your health. Break out of it with silence. With silence, you will have a breakthrough. You won't have to go through it with feeling bad. I paused because I was just listening to someone speaking about Dr. Joe Dispenza this morning, who was saying that at some point he had some bad news. I don't know if it was an accident or, yeah, I think it was an accident, and he broke his vertebra. And I think the nurse told him that the doctor told him that he wasn't going to be able to walk again. And as I heard from this YouTuber explain, that when he went back home, he stopped anyone from visiting his place, only his nurse that would help him. And he 100% focused his energy on eliminating negative thoughts, and 100% focusing on gratitude. And this allowed his body to heal. And I think, knowing Dr. Joe Dispenza, I know that this is one of the big directions that he teaches people during his camps, getaways. And so I have a strong message here for you of guidance, of during that time, whenever you hear this bad news or any news in life, I am getting guidance for you to change your fate, to change your destiny, to have a breakthrough constantly. Is that this is the time when you want to pause and shift, like try to gently take yourself out of these negative thoughts. It's okay to cry, it's okay to mourn, but about the thoughts, to gently eliminate them and focus on that time on gratitude. Like, first write your plans, see what you're going to do and everything, so that you can calm your mind at least for a little bit, and focus on gratitude. it does miracles to the body and to the outside world. You will see your outside world shift constantly in every single situation. I've read stories about people who have gone through a lot of difficulties in life, and I'm constantly inspired and also flabbergasted about how they shift their situation and their life and when getting into the energy of gratitude. This also reminds me of, in Hinduism, Kali, especially the form of Baglamukhi. She's one of my favorite forms. Hold on, let me check. Yes, Baglamukhi. I don't know why I doubted myself. I didn't want to give you wrong information. So Baglamukhi is one of my favorite forms. And she teaches you that it is that point in time where we are the most vulnerable and we are about to panic and about to get all the surge of negative thoughts. This is the time. Baglamukhi means the light, by the way. So this is the form of Kali that brings light. This is the point in which, it's funny, this is the point in which silence shifts everything for you. When you are silent and calm during that point, this is when you energetically shift your situation for yourself. This is the ancient teachings. This is what constantly works. And so obviously the news at its initial point may be a tough pill to swallow, might be very painful. This is the time where it's not guiding you not to work towards it, not to plan it. Do everything that you need to do. But the most important thing to shift everything energetically for you, and the energy of abundance is all over your reading, is to stay calm. And you're either gonna go through this. In all cases, you're gonna get the abundance. The energy is already written there for you. So it's either you go through it and affect your health, or you go through it without affecting your health and turning your mental power, your energy into something strong. Who knows, maybe healing so many inner wounds, or healing so many past traumas, or becoming stronger energetically, like making a stronger root chakra as well as a sacral chakra and a solar plexus chakra. These are the colors that I'm seeing. And having a huge breakthrough quickly instead of having to experience it and feel like it's taking long. So this is my honest reading to your pile, my dear pile number 1. Next month, whether you endure it or not, something is going to begin and it's going to turn into a great benefit for you, huge blessings. It's that transition through it, how you experience it, that matters the most in that huge event turning into a blessing next month. So next month, consider that your life is changing. You are changing as a person, especially if you honor this energy and take it powerfully. You train yourself to get into the energy of gratitude. And you can train yourself before that event to 2 or 3 times a day. Give yourself 5 minutes to fully get into that energy of gratitude, especially when you wake up in the morning. You wake up on the right side of the bed for the rest of the day. And remember, when it's time that you're feeling the most scared, this is the time to pause and to center and to get into gratitude. Thank you, universe. Thank you, God. Thank you, spirit guides. Thank you, me, for doing this for me. Thank you for this. Thank you for that. I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for that. Thank goodness I have these things in my life. Thank you for this. Thank you. Get into that energy. And really you will watch miracles happen in your life with that. So as I can see, I believe this is an event perhaps leading into 2 huge blessings in your life, or one major one. And your guidance is to go through it gracefully and calmly. My dear pile number 1, this is exactly what I see in your reading, a major change in your life next month. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 1, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at 2 big things that you can expect in the next month. Can't wait to get into your reading. As I always remind you guys, if you're interested in any of these decks that I'm using and you want to know their names, you will always find that I list them down in the description box for you guys. Okay, so very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful Citrine. Some of you have chosen this pile using the Knight of Wands in this deck. And of course, if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Pisces, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. If these are not your zodiac signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. All right, so the way we're going to be doing your reading today is that we're going to be dividing each one in a row. So 2 big things to expect in the next month. Each one will be on its separate row. It's interesting, for pile number 1, they got the same message in both piles. Maybe these are 2 similar things that will happen next month, but I feel it's one big thing. Perhaps that's going to happen for them. And it's repeated in both rows. Maybe it's one thing, that's why there's similar energies, and it's going to result to 2 things. So yeah, we're just going to let the cards speak for themselves and see what it is that you can expect next month. The 2 big things that you can expect in the next month. Right, so let's check out the first thing. I also feel that card sliding out. Let's take that. You've got the Ehwaz rune. Okay. You have sad news. It's interesting. That's the same card that popped in pile number 1. It's funny, we were talking about pile number 1. I guess if you were drawn to it, I highly recommend it. And you have wife. Okay. You also have bad health. That's the same card also that popped up in pile number 1. By the way, it was an awesome reading. So if you want to check it out, please do. Let's see how that manifests into your reading as well. You have the Justice card. Where did I see? Oh, yes. You've got the Justice card, right? You've got the 6 of Swords. You have the 8 of Swords. And you've got the 2 of Swords. Do we have space? Yes, we do. You've got 2 last cards together. The Page of Swords. Both have to do with a movement here, because this Page of Swords is taking a leap. And you've got the Knight of Swords with the albatross bird. So this is really cool. What I am seeing here for you. Let's put them like this. What if I push this out a little bit? There we go. You can see your cards. So, the Ehwaz rune is a rune of trust. But by the way, it's also a rune of partnership, since you have wife as well. But in any case, let's first take the idea and then look at the details. The Ehwaz rune is a rune of trust, loyalty. So with sad news, I'm seeing the idea of you might get an initial bad news, but trust that this news is happening for you and not against you. trust that you will be moving forward, that it will carry you, because it's a rune of horses as well, that it trusts that it's going to carry you somewhere. And you can see it here as well with the Justice card. The pack of seeds on one hand and the Yang pack of seeds on the other. I really feel like you think your world is moving and growing in one direction with this news, but really you will be surprised to see that it's growing and moving in a totally different direction on the other hand. You know, as mentioned, the Awaz rune is a rune of partnership. Just like wife, it's here to collaborate with you. It's here to be loyal to you. It's here to help you. It's here for you to fall in love with it and not for you to suffer through it. So it's that initial news of feeling like, oh no, I'm stuck with the Eight of Swords. I can't see ahead. You can see that this figure in the Two of Swords is falling into a child pose, feeling scared, trying to get safety. But really, do you see the movement here with the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords? It is definitely going to take you far in life. First of all, you're going to bypass this news very quickly. You're not going to suffer through it long. It's like that initial hit that feels bad, but really it's taking you far in life. It is that news that might initially make you feel bad, but with the Six of Swords, it will help you transition in life, take you from one world to a totally different other that you prefer, move you to calmer waters. And it's interesting that this type of energy keeps repeating. It makes me want to look at the chart, the astrological chart for next month. What's going on? I'm not an astrologer, but I don't know what's going on. I guess if you are an astrologer, please let us know. Nothing really is catching my attention. If you know if there is like a general energy that's going to be affecting most of us, please let us know in the comment section, because this is like repeated energy. But one thing is for sure, this energy is meant to be loyal to you, to partner with you, to take you to another fate, and it's not here to make you feel sad or affect you in any way. Again, let's check out the bad health card, just as we've done in pile number 1. You have the Three of Pentacles, and you've got the Eight of Pentacles. Really good. This is talking about how working with something will make you master it with the Eight of Pentacles. So it's kind of like work with that energy, and it will make you a master. This is making me feel how when we first are dealt, I think the little difference between this pile and the other pile is that when we're first dealt with a challenge that we don't have any skills to handle, we're first very shocked by it. But the more we work with it, the more we master it, and it starts becoming a blessing rather than what we initially thought was a bad thing. Think of that first time when you started working and your manager gives you this task and your heart sinks. You look at that Excel sheet, for example, or whatever you're supposed to do, and it looks so complicated. And you're already full of fear and you don't know how anyone can possibly do that task. And as you work with it, you try to understand it. You sit with someone who explains the basics to you. You try to fill it up every day. And as time goes by, you start to understand what each row is talking about. And you go, oh, I get it. And you're happy. You start at least progressing in the first part of that Excel sheet, for example. And then as you understand more about how the company works, you start understanding why there is another section below it, and you start getting that courage to start working and understand it, and so on and so forth. after some time, that Excel sheet is nothing to you now, but the amount of experience you've gained is a huge blessing in life. So that Excel sheet was able to kind of explain to you how the whole business works. You're able to lead other teams through your understanding of that Excel sheet. You are able to understand on your own the different departments at work, what each one is supposed to do. You start to make better conclusions, save up on this and put more efforts towards that, and you start becoming that expert. One day, of course, as you learn other things in parallel to it, you become that expert, but deep down you know that it's really started out with that Excel sheet. You were so blessed that you got to work on this Excel sheet. So it's that type of energy that I'm seeing. Nothing really that will ruin your life in any way. In your pile here, this is not about something being taken from you. This is not about something bad happening in your life. This is perhaps something that you have to do, for example, that initially you will feel really bad about, thinking, is this my fate? I don't like this. I don't like doing that. And the reason I keep saying doing is because we understood with the 3 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles, it's about working through something and mastering it. And so initially you will feel like, I hate this fate, for example. I hate that I have to do this. I don't like what I'm doing. And as you work through it, you realize they were your guiding stars. They were really teaching you to master something, and it's changing your fate to something else. In fact, mastering that energy will lead you to a fate much better than the one you are in. And it's like a skateboard. It's like wings that will move you from one part of your life to a new chapter that is much more fulfilling, and a direction that you wanted to go towards much, much faster. And I say much faster without efforts because, as you know, the albatross, I was going to say rune, the albatross bird doesn't flap its wings all the time. It learns to use the wind and the pressure to its favor. And so it can go for hours using the air pressure and the wind to carry it. And when it needs to flap its wings, it would flap its wings again. And that's the mastery I'm seeing you picking up. Like hard work in the beginning to master something so that you later on can be so comfortable, go miles and miles and miles ahead. And without much effort, things would move very quickly for you without much effort. And so if you have an open mind, you would realize that this is your partner. This fated thing is your partner. It's here to teach you something. So don't feel overly bad about it. Work with that energy, and it shall give you back more than you can imagine, because it's going to take you far in life. So is this like a new task that you're going to be taking in your work? Is this a new responsibility that you're going to carry, perhaps? It's definitely something new that I feel with the sad news you won't feel like working with. You won't feel like doing. But really, as you're working with it, you're going to start realizing early on that this is going to teach you so much. You're going to feel blessed the minute you start working with that energy. Because with all of these pentacles, they remind me of points. It's like with ticking off a task almost. With every part that you finish, you're going to go, oh, I get what the universe is doing here. I get what I'm learning here. I get what this is going to do for me very soon. Okay, so this is the first big blessing. How about we pull some cards before we move on to the next one and see in what areas of life is this going to be for the collective? Oh, this one moved. Wow, 10 of Pentacles. For a lot of you, this is like, I would say with the 10 of Pentacles, usually like maybe wealth, materializing something that you've always wanted. But this 10 of Pentacles gives me such beautiful energy. I always loved this 10 of Pentacles. This is definitely one of my favorite. Is someone living a simple, happy life, abundant life. And so I'm not talking about the fact that it's not going to be wealth. If wealth is important for a lot of you, definitely wealth. But I see this person being happy. I see this person getting everything that they want in life and really feeling the gratitude. So I would say this is taking you to a place where you get to enjoy life to the fullest. You will get to a place where you get everything that you wanted in life and more, and raising your head to the heavens and feeling so blessed for the beautiful life that you have gotten to live. And I really feel this is the card. I was going to pull some more, but I really feel this is the card for the collective here. It's you feeling, you living your utmost life, whatever this means for you. And this is an energy that is speeding things up for you. Maybe you just don't know how to do it, and this energy is partnering with you to take you there much faster. Movement. It is there to carry you faster. Sometimes we are blinded towards the things we need to do in order to get to where we want to be. Consistently avoiding what we need to do, thinking that we don't have to do it. Only when we get a good mentor, a good manager, a good parent who has experience or anything like that, a coach that would tell us, you really need to be doing more of this to get to that place. This is when we're lucky, when we get that mentor. And if you don't have that mentor at the moment, your universe is being your mentor. It's giving you something that anyone would not like, when their mentor would tell them, you need to do more of that. And initially you would get that feeling and go, really? I have to do more of that? But I hate that. And your mentor would tell you, well, you have to learn to love that, because this is what's going to carry you to where you want to be. For example, if you're learning to have the muscles to win in the Olympics, since the Olympics are going on at the moment, you would have your coach saying, I know you love to eat that, but it's really affecting your health. Sometimes you got to do the right thing if this is your dream. I know you don't like that specific exercise, but my dear, you got to do more of that, specifically that, because that is the exercise that will train this muscle that will help you move swiftly when you want to do that move that is important for you. Same with saving money. I know you want to get these things, they're important, they bring you joy to life, but my dear, do you want your joy now, or do you want your real joy of living a financially abundant free life? My dear, I know you want your health. This is your nutritionist speaking. I know you love to eat this, but is it this, or is it the health you're looking for? And so on and so forth. And when we don't have a mentor, sometimes our life becomes our mentor. And this, what I'm seeing exactly here, is your partner. Someone will work with you. That energy is here to work with you, to carry you through seeing what you're not focused on, to help you understand what you need to work on, to master, in order to very quickly move towards the thing that you want. What is that thing? It is leading to a fulfilling life, living a well-rounded life, getting everything that you want in life and more, with the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so it's starting out for you, my dear. Pile number 2 next month. Consider yourself having a mentor called the universe. Okay. Next big thing that I see happening for you the next month. You've got the Tiwaz rune. Okay, let's keep that here. And you have grief and adversity. What can I tell you? I think just like pile number 1, and I would definitely advise you to watch pile number 1, you might get a lot of information perspective from the cards there. Right, so Tiwaz rune in conjunction to grief and adversity. T was responsibility. Something that you may not like again, that will, just like an ego, that will make you feel like you have a big responsibility, that will make you feel strong, that will make you feel like you want to carry the actions needed to bypass that. You've got servant. I kid you not. I kid you not. Pile number 1 got the servant card. It was, I think, the male servant in pile number 1. But in any case, they got the exact card in the second row. This energy is here to serve you. And I think, if you think I'm being redundant, I'm honestly just reading your cards. These are the cards that are popping up today. This energy is here to serve you and is here to make you a strong person, capable of being free and to move wherever you want to go one day. You have, wow, great fortune. I won't repeat myself, but in pile number 1, that is the type of cards that they got great fortune from a tarot card. I think they had great fortune written on the King of Pentacles. Let me check. It was abundance. You gotta check pile number 1 if you're drawn to it. So you've got great fortune. And can you see? I'm really being honest here with you. It's sad news that is making you hold responsibility. It's serving you towards great fortune. Okay, is this 2 energies in that case for you or just 1? I'm not sure. I think we've got to wait and see. It could be, and I will tell you the same thing I told pile number 1. It could be 1 energy repeating itself. It could be 1 energy leading to 2 great things. You've got the 10 of Wands and the Fool card. See, 10 of Wands is an end of a difficult, of heaviness. The Fool card is the beginning, right? It's the beginning of a new journey. And so this definitely talks about how you're going to be, for a short span of time, carrying something heavy, and bam, you start a new beginning. It will give you that power to go against the grail. Like, imagine the currents of life, such as the economy, the increase in prices, maybe the health, as you're getting older and older by the year, the health going against you. What else? The pollution, the environment, whatever it is that's happening. This is training. This is a little bit of training and a little time from the universe to give you the muscle, just like a salmon, to go against the grail. For the world to be going one way, but you have the power to go the other way. Nothing affects you. You move very quickly. So yeah, it's like a mini crash course from the universe. You've got the 3 of Cups, the Queen of Swords, you've got the Star card. Wow. And you've got 2 extra cards, 3, which we'll check in a moment. Let's put it under the 3 of Cups. That's our guidance here. Okay, so the Queen of Swords. Look at the eagles here. Can you believe this? From 2 different decks. This can't be a coincidence. Someone who's got the power to do anything. And I was just going to tell you that. The Queen of Swords is disciplined. She knows what to do. She's experienced. Emotions don't affect her. And so this mini crash course is going to, in a short span of time, give you the knowledge, give you the power, the discipline, the control to be able to do what you need to do when you need to do it, without your emotions interfering in your way. This crash course will lead you to great fortune and will allow you to achieve the dreams that your heart desires. This is a major arcana. This is going to take you towards a huge dream that you want. I see you next month celebrating this inundation of blessing coming into your life. I see you next month working very hard, feeling like you can't handle this anymore, unless you think about it differently. And maybe here you're like, I got this. I'm so motivated. I'm gonna take it through. And towards the end of the month, you're like, I did this. I've just taken a crash course from the universe on how it wants me to behave. And the sooner you pick up the idea of what it wants to show you, the more you allow it to be your guide, the faster you take yourself out of this energy. We're asking about next month, and I'm seeing the Three of Cups. I'm seeing that you are, just as you are carrying a heavy load next month, trying to learn something and master it, I'm also seeing you celebrating it. This makes me think of habits, because the habits take 21 days to form, or so they say, most of it. So maybe this is talking about a habit, since it's starting hard in the beginning and then you're celebrating it towards the end of the month. Maybe it just takes a habit that you follow through to bypass that energy. And once you get that habit, you move very quickly in life. So I think this is a matter of mastering a habit and not particularly a skill. I could be wrong, but this is definitely giving me an idea of habit, of how when you are forced to take on a new habit and work through it, or work towards it day by day, by 3 weeks you're like, hey, that's not so bad, I can do this. And the more you move into this habit and becomes your everyday thing, once something appears in your life with that type of habit, you're like, I got this. This is nothing. I'm good. I'm so proud of myself that I've built this habit. Like, for example, let's say you started exercising, and after 6 months or 1 year, life takes you to a beautiful hill. Now that you're climbing up and down in this beautiful, luscious hill and this awesome city, now you're like, what a blessing that I live here. Going up and down the hill for you now is nothing. But before, this could have been the saddest thing in life. You might have felt like life is stopping you and preventing you from doing whatever you want to do. You won't be able to see this beautiful hill and enjoy it, because to you, it feels like the universe is making it hard for you. How are you going to go up and down this hill every single day and be on time to go to work and go prepare, like have the energy to buy your groceries and prepare your meals and so on? You see, for example, also with wealth, if you are prepared, if you're in that habit of saving money and being careful with your spending, if something happens, you're okay. You've got your money saved. You have the time to look for a job, or maybe even better, you're able to finance yourself and build your project. Or even better and better, maybe you're able to find another job and take that money and invest in something now that the prices are down in other areas, for example. So all I'm trying to say is that this habit that the universe is pushing you towards, that you will master next month, will be the very thing towards the end of the month that jumpstarts another huge path to you getting great fortune and abundance. And it's no coincidence that they're lining together. This is going to be a big shift in your life, a major change in your life that's going to change who you are, and it's going to change your path. And you will begin a path to abundance, and you having the capability of going against the grail, of having that confidence to say, you know what, I'm not going to go on that path anymore. I'm actually going to go in the opposite path. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. My life is in order. I'm able to take this new beginning through. I feel like I'm so blessed. And you're starting a new journey, moving smoothly and very quickly towards the end of your month. And my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see for you. A habit that is the universe is helping you form, that really that will take you far in life. Towards the end of the month, you will feel fortunate because maybe it's not already there, but you being able to take different steps and move towards the right path will be your biggest blessing next month. Your feet will be touching a different ground next month because of that simple habit that the universe is pushing you to do. This is exactly what I see in your reading, my dear pile number 2. I wish you the best of luck next month. I love your story. I'm rooting for you. I know you got this. The universe knows you got this. And if you've enjoyed your reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Oh, hold up. If you're still here, these 3 cards are for you. 2 of Cups, 10 of Swords, and the King of Cups. That's the mountain goat. I have a message for you. It might sting, this habit, as you get out of something, because this 10 of Swords is using the lessons that she's picked up before to get out of something hard. So if you train yourself, she's using these lessons to get up. If you train yourself next month, follow through on the promises, the new promises and the new habits you're taking on, just like the mountain goat, you'll be watching yourself take on steeper journeys that you've never taken before. You'll see yourself reach the mountaintop of where you want to be. And energy will be flowing for you so easily. It will work like a motor. Ding, ding, ding. It will work automatically. And I've felt something about things working automatically for you when I saw the albatros, where they don't have to flap their wings all the time. So it's that energy of building that muscle and things moving, flowing in your life easily. Trust that habit that you're going to take on next month. You're going to reach the peak. And I'll catch you in the next reading, my dear pile number 2. Bye. You'll reach the peak. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Today we're taking a look at 2 big things that you can expect next month. Can't wait to get into your reading, but very quickly, let me introduce your pile to you. Your crystal is the beautiful white agate. Some of you have chosen this deck. This is the Rider-Waite deck, obviously through the Knight of Wands. And if you've picked your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the signs for this pile are Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, and Virgo. Welcome to your reading, guys. If these are not your zodiac signs, please don't worry about it. It's just another way for others to pick their piles as well. Okay, so the way we're going to be doing this reading, since there are 2 things that we're going to be exploring, is that we'll have 1 row for each. And this way we can explore each in detail. All right, so what are the 2 big things, my dear pile number 3, that you can expect next month? All right, let's begin with the first. I do see this card sticking out, so I'm going to take that. I also see this card sticking out. Yeah, let's see what they are. You've got the Hagalaz rune. Oh, there we go. And you have official person. It's so interesting. I cannot tell you how in the 3 piles today, we're getting very similar energies. It's really crazy. There must be something going on astrologically next month. Right, you have joyfulness, exact reading, but you have a different detail with the official person. All right, so you got joyfulness, and you have rich girl. Okay, so your reading is very detailed. I love this for you, my dear pile number 3. Let's check out the tarot cards. So you've got the 8 of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the 7 of Swords, and you've got the 7 of Wands, 2 sevens. Okay, so what am I seeing? I am seeing something that's going to cause an initial disruption, because you got the Hagalaz rune. It's the rune of disruption, change. Some of you, it could be delays with the Hagalaz rune, like a delay, something that will initially make you feel like you're stuck with the 8 of Swords, make you feel like you genuinely don't know what to do. You know, I'm picking up from the 8 of Swords, helplessness, to be honest, more of helplessness. Initially, you might feel stuck and helpless. And I say helpless because in contrast, you have official person and the Knight of Swords. And this is a powerful person. It's a person in control, right? Helplessness in control. Someone who knows what to do and nothing can stand in their way. And so you gain power. Here, apologies, I had to adjust the camera. So here, it seems like you will regain power or gain power that it seems you didn't initially have. So this is a big deal. You are in control here. This makes me feel like maybe you were very patient with a situation that you genuinely didn't know what to do about. You know, something regarding, I'm just guessing, like your personal life, something regarding your work, something regarding your finances. I don't know. But it's like the universe seeing how you've got so much potential, how you don't have to live in this helplessness energy. And so a form of shakeup is going to happen that will make you feel like, that's it, I'm in control. I see nothing can stand in your way. Knight of Swords is intellectual talk. Maybe you are going to have the power to say what is needed to say, the power to defend yourself, the power to free yourself. The awesome thing about the Knight of Swords, when I see the Knight of Swords in a reading, is how nothing can stand in one's way. I mean, if the 8 of Swords wasn't there, I would say, hey, be careful. Sometimes the Knight of Swords rushes. Sometimes they can be, they can have so much belief in what they think that they're not willing to consider anything else. There's like blind faith, right? But seeing the 8 of Swords, this gives us another understanding. The awesome thing about the Knight of Swords is that, just as I said, nothing can stand in their way. And so this is not about having a closed mind or just being so focused on something that you're not able to think of anything else. This is the positive part of the Knight of Swords. This is someone being so strong with such great force, very, very quick on their feet, very intelligent, using their sharpness to free themselves. And so what I'm picking up is that something is going to intimidate you, something is going to push your buttons in the wrong way, something is going to be a that's it moment for you, where your power rises. You're like, okay, that's maybe against my beliefs, that is against my values, that's against how I see myself, whatever this is, and it just clicks the right button for your power to rise. And I see you defending yourself to death, you know, like nothing is standing in my way, I'm freeing myself. Perhaps you don't feel bad to stand up for yourself or something. It's like you're standing up and you're getting your rights. There's no question about that. You can see official person and the Ace of Wands. You're reclaiming your power back. in the month of August, and that will make you feel so happy. It will make you feel so joyful. It will make you feel proud of yourself. It will make you feel powerful. It will make you feel in control. And also, this will make you super respected. And you have rich girl here. So this will directly have an effect on your happiness levels. Like maybe you were enduring something that you shouldn't have before. So you're really celebrating your newfound freedom. But also with rich girl, you're getting the results that you want. So if this is in your job, rich girl is obviously getting more money. Maybe you standing up for yourself in your work allows you to get a better position and like a bigger salary. If you are like trying to stop someone from bullying you, then rich girl is obviously you've got more of that. You're living in the comfort of getting a lot of respect. So rich means a lot of, right? So you're getting a lot of, maybe even more than you thought, of that energy that you were looking for when you felt very helpless. And you can see with the 2 7s here, instead of you having to fight every day for it and to get up and feel like there are so many things standing in your way, with one move, you've escaped this energy. And so your life is changing from having to fight for this every day, every week, every month, whatever this energy is, to you escaping it intelligently, standing up for yourself once and for all, and intelligently escaping a war that could have happened. And I say war because, as you know, with the story of the 7 of Swords, the 2 camps, the 2 armies, one of the army members goes to the other camp, steals the swords so that the war doesn't even happen the next day. So yeah, intelligently bypassing the usual challenges that you would go through. So this is a big deal next month because you don't have to go through this anymore. It's like one disruption once and for all, and you get so much of that energy that you are wishing for. This is leading to so much freedom, so much joy, and so much abundance in some form of energy. Again, depending on what this is. Perhaps you're asking, I don't know in what area this is in. Let's check. So the different areas are 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups could be family, your children, could be someone who you've known for a very long time, 6 of Cups. So it could be with someone that's supposed to be dear. 5 of Swords. For some of you, it's not someone dear at all. For some of you, this is a bully because the 5 of Swords is a card of bullying. So for some of you, this is an actual bully in your life. 4 of Swords. Resting. Yes, for some of you, you are already going through a struggle as a challenge and you know what this is about. This is when you will finally have rest. You will finally get the rest you're looking for. And that abundance is that rest for some of you, where you're like, oh, I feel safe. I feel good. I don't have to deal with this anymore. Release from that. 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands is traveling. Maybe official paper. In that case, it's like some form of disruption that leads you to move. Maybe the movement doesn't have to be just traveling. It could be just moving. Disruption that happens maybe in your work that allows you to move from one team to another, from one position to another, from one work to another. This time you're like getting everything that you want. If this is your work, your good money, good position, we've already talked about that. Maybe it's like some disruption that happens that allows you to get your visa. I'm not sure, to be honest. But for some of you, this is a movement, because you also have here the Knight of Swords. So something that initially feels like a disruption, leading to giving you the power to move towards something better, or even travel. Finally, the Queen of Wands. Oh, this is power and popularity as well. So again, this is a form of a little disruption that leads to your popularity. You know, it increases your word of mouth. Everyone's starting to speak about you. Did you see what happened to Mary in the accounting department? This and this and this happened, but she's always done her work well. Wait, Mary is known to do her work well? Yeah. And everyone's talking about you. You're becoming very popular here. So maybe a little disruption that gives you respect, which we actually saw. Yeah. Something that will benefit your reputation to the max. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing. Family, a bully, something you've been suffering through that you will finally rest. Some movement, something that will affect movement. You will move from one place to another. Something that will affect your popularity and word of mouth. These seem to be super specific for someone listening. All right, so my dear pile number 3, this is the first big thing that I can see for you in the month of, in the next month. All right, let's now take a look at the second thing. You've got the Nothiz rune. Okay. And you have journey. Ooh, so you've been restricted from something before. You didn't have access to something before, and next month you will have access to journey through it. It's like that visa I saw here. Someone here is like trying to get a permission, a visa. Doesn't have to be a visa. What is it? Like a certificate, a stamp. Some of you will have a stamp to finally pursue something. You finally have that certificate or approval to do something. You have false person. And you have, wow, hope, big water. This is definitely an inundation of huge blessings in your life. And look at that. It's in conjunction to rich girl. There's definitely a strong force of being very blessed next month, of getting a lot of wealth, a lot of richness, a lot of abundance next month. So nice to see that for you. Let's take a look at your tarot card. So it's a new journey that will result in an inundation of a huge abundance in your life. I'm not sure what the false person is saying yet. We'll find out together. Let's take a look. Wow, 6 of Wands right off the bat. It's result from a lot of success. Ace of Cups, love this for you. You have the Page of Pentacles, huge new beginning here. The 2 of Pentacles. Okay, I've got great news for you. Wow! You've got the 9 of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords. I'm gonna move these to the side a little bit. And now I understand what the false person is. Okay, so what am I seeing? I'm seeing that since you're holding 2 things here, I see that you're already on a path. You're already pursuing a specific goal, or maybe this is your work, since there are pentacles here. You're on a path, and you were restricted previously from pursuing a career that you want or a path that you want. You were trying to achieve something and you couldn't before. Maybe you were trying to achieve a position, right? So it looks like next month there's huge success going on. Where with false, I feel you are dropping something from the past to receive that new energy, that new, with Page of Pentacles, new opportunity. This is a wish fulfillment. This new opportunity that you will be receiving will not only be a blessing because it's finally giving you what you want with the Nine of Pentacles, it's allowing you to gain access to that which you've always wanted. It seems like this energy was so restricted for a long time, and it's finally opening up next month. And so not only is that happening, but the good news here is that it allows you to drop something that's been bringing you a lot of pain with the Ten of Swords. False person, you finally get to drop that which is false, which is bringing the wrong energy in your life, that thing which brought so much pain, and new healing happens next month. Next month, if this is your work, this can't be a coincidence. If this is your work, some of you will be getting a new position with new wealth that's coming with it. But it doesn't have to be this way. It could be a new job offer that will allow you to drop your past job that's been bringing you a lot of pain. It could be a new company or a new project that you are going to start that will allow you to drop the current one that's bringing you a lot of pain. And the pain could be work, could be not enough, maybe money given to suit your needs. And it doesn't have to be work. It could be an opportunity in a goal that you're trying to pursue. Like if you are an athlete, maybe you're being approached by a much more famous and better coach. You feel like the first coach wasn't really taking good care of you, was more focused on themselves than you. It could be a goal about health, where finally what you're doing is working. The victory here is your body getting better, and you're finally with Journey able to move and do the things that you always wanted to do, and you don't feel that pain anymore. It depends on where you feel the restriction is in your life. Think about that. Where do I feel restricted in life? And what am I doing to try to break out of that restriction? And that is where the Two of Pentacles here is talking about. You will drop one thing and you're getting a better thing, and thus the movement, a new opportunity to finally get access to that which you were really looking for. Dropping the pain and feeling like you finally achieved what you wanted. It's something that I definitely feel you've struggled through. You've been struggling, trying to make it happen. You're dropping the old way and getting a much easier way through a new opportunity. Where you, through that opportunity, as you hold it, it's like, oh, I finally got what I wanted. It's finally here. It's finally here. And the greater news is that you don't have to go through the suffering that you have been going through. You drop that false energy from your life. As we've done with the first great news, let's take a look at the second great news. In what area in your life is this for the collective, please? The Fool card. The Lover's card. YouTube is a bit strict with nudity, even on cards. Okay, so the Lover's card, the Three of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. So the different areas are new adventure, new beginning, and you do have the Journey here. So really a new adventure and a new beginning is very closely tied to a new beginning in that area where you felt restricted in. So we have that established. The Lover's card. Some of you will be making a different choice. Some of you will actually drop one way of doing something and choosing a better way. That new way will next month right away lead you to what you were looking for and allow you to drop the pains of the previous method. So picking one method over another that finally gives you the results that you're looking for. So definitely look forward to that. You're dropping the false in favor of the great good. Three of Swords. This with the no thieves and the Three of Swords. This is a source of pain in your life currently. And you can see the pain with the Ten of Swords. This is something that you are suffering through. Is something that is giving you a lot of pain. And that's why I asked you here with the no thieves. What is that current pain in your life? This is where things will change next month. And this is why this is such a big thing. And finally, with the Ace of Swords, for a lot of you, this is either a new decision that you will be making, some clarity that will allow you to make a different move, or a new deal that you will be making. New deal, new agreement. It could be signing off a new position, new type of power. Yeah, new deal, exactly. New contract that you will be making. And say goodbye to the old painful energy and hello to exactly what you've been wishing for. And my dear pile number 3, this is exactly what I see in your reading as the two big things that you can expect in the next month. I truly hope you've enjoyed your reading. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye!